You just missed the game of the year kid nominee. Union County and Bradford County battling out for the battle for State Road 100, and it was a battle. Bradford went up 24-0 early on in the first half. Tigers in the game on a 28-0 run. The Tornadoes had a chance to win it, got to the 5-yard line and ran out of time, and the Tornadoes fall for the first time this season, 28-24 on the road against the Tigers. And now we got another battle, this time Battle of Alachua County, as the Santa Fe Raiders welcome in the PK Young Blue Wave. So we got PK Young versus Santa Fe. Marcus got Santa Fe by 13. And PK Young comes in, the hometown team, the favorite, as Santa Fe takes on the visitors from Gainesville, the PK Young Blue Wave. Santa Fe's rocking the all grays tonight. So here we go. PK Young versus Santa Fe. That's our next game of the night. Can Santa Fe get their first win of the year, just like Yonge County did last game against Bradford? Can PK Young start off 2-0? Here we go. Marcus prediction: PK Young lose by 13 to Santa Fe. So here we go. PK Young and their air raid offense gets the football first. And their air raid offense presented a lot of problems for Fort White last week.
And we've seen it recently, right?
But I'll tell you right now, this PK Young offense could play with the best of anybody in this league. They could slay the football around the field.
These schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire
I appreciate everybody who's viewing these videos, man, with the 55 views. So far, the most viewed game in the series so far is Hawthorne versus Santa Fe from last week, with the 55 views in that one. Second most viewed game in the series is Williston and Madison County. That's at 39 views. Then you have Columbia and Chieftain at 9 views. Newberry and Trenton at 7 views. Fort White and PK at 4. Bradford and Baker at 6. Branford and Union County at 5. And Kiesel and Dixie with 7 views. So y'all keep showing love in this series and keep throwing up the likes and to give me some more views. We're going to keep this thing going. So far we got 5 views from the Bradford County Union County game. And we already got 3 views already for PK Young and Santa Fe. So I appreciate y'all supporting this series. We're going to crown the state champion sometime. But we're in the early parts of the year. We're trying to see who's going to be the contenders. Who's going to be the pretenders. Is PK Young one of those pretenders? The contenders, I bet.
Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Also, if y'all new to the series, like and subscribe. We're going to keep this going throughout the entire of CMB 26. I got some new schools I'm going to reveal. So, while we watching the game, I'm going to reveal the next 12 teams that will be part of this series. So, as I said in the last video last night, the final 4 teams from this season will stay in. The other 12 teams will be eliminated. So the next 12 teams that will be in this mode will be the following schools: the Buchholz Bobcats, the Eastside Rams, the GHS Purple Hurricanes, the Ocala Vanguard Knights, The Ocala Trinity Catholic Celtics. Or Celtics, whatever you want to call it. The Lake Weir Golden Hurricanes. The Bronson Eagles. The Bellevue Rattlers. The University Christian Crusaders. Sorry, University Christian, sorry. The Trinity Christian Crusaders. The Lakeland Dreadnoughts. And the Bell Bulldogs. Those are the 12 teams that will be part of Season 2 that will be revealed at the end of Season 1. So read those 12 schools again. Bulox, Eastside, GHS, Ocala Vanguard, Ocala Trinity Catholic, Lake Weir, Bronson, Bellevue, University Christian, Trinity Christian, Lakeland, and Bell. Hey, Marcus said Bronson or Bell gonna win it all. We'll win it all. Hey, I'm telling you now, Bronson and Bell got a lot of stiff competition. That's a lot of big time schools that's in that group. Actually, I think Bell and Bronson are the smallest two in that list outside of Lake Weir. Because you got some heavy hitters such as Bulox, Vanguard, Trinity Catholic, University Christian, Lakeland, and Trinity Christian. It's gonna be some heavyweights in that bracket. And I already have the next 3 seasons down. So after season 2, we'll shift gears to season 3. Season 3 teams will be more teams from Jacksonville area. Those teams will be Mandarin, Andrew Jackson, Bowles, First Coast, Bishop Kitty, Fletcher, Swanee, Hamilton County, Lowndes County, Valdosta High, Baldwin, and Yulee. Those will be the next 12 after season 2. And in season 4, we will have Godby, Lincoln, Florida High, Leon, Tallahassee, North Florida Christian, Tallahassee Childs, Rickards, Thomas Central, out of Thomasville, Georgia, Wakulla, Niceville, Gadsden County, and FAMU DRS. Those are the next 3 seasons I have already lined up. So we're taking this real seriously. So those are the next 3 seasons we're going to have. But we got to get through season 1 first. So those are my next 3 seasons that I have listed for those 36 schools will be part of this program. So I'm excited to see how the rest of this series will go. But I'm really excited to see how this small school season 1 is going to go. So had to make that major announcement tonight. I'm still laughing at what Marcus said that Bell and Bronson going to win season 2. You had no faith in Lake Weir?
Going up top again. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, often
so far 0-0, way past the midway part of the first quarter here in Alachua, or Alachua they call them. No score so far between PK Yonge and Santa Fe. The defense has played very well through the first 5 minutes.
That's caught. It's more. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Marcus said he got Santa Fe winning about 13 minutes. I don't know. This might be a low-scoring football game tonight. Who knows? So far, Marcus, your prediction is correct. You got Union County winning by 6 or by 4, but so far you're 1-0 tonight. Can you go perfect tonight?
Punt is on its way. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own.
All right, let's see what PK Yonge do. And we approach the 2-minute mark. Because I don't know, what was your record from the other night? Let's just go back and look, because I think you had a pretty good record the other night. Let's see. Marcus, you said Williston was going to win. You was right. You picked Hawthorne to beat Santa Fe. You was 2-0. You picked Chiefs to beat Columbia. Unfortunately, he was wrong because you picked Fort White to pick PK Yonge. You picked Union County to beat Branford. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. You had Bradford beating Baker, and then you had Dixie beating Keystone, but unfortunately he was wrong with that. So I think you went 5-2. I think. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 3-1, 3-2, 4-2. You went 4-3. Week 1. So you went positive. That's all that matters. You went positive. 4-3 with your predictions in week 1.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards.
And so far tonight, you are 1-0. As we approach midnight on the East Coast, but I gotta get these games to y'all guys. I gotta get it to you. So can you go 2-0? You got Santa Fe winning. And so far, neither offenses could put any points on the board in this first quarter.
Didn't get any yards, but that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it.
I wonder how many views we'll get when Hawthorne play Newberry next in a couple games. The next game after this one will be Trenton at Baker County.
Grab near the marker. It's Smith. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Finds his man. It's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's caught. It's Richmond. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The kick is on its way. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. He's got it. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw into running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
On first down from their own 22. They'll leave it with the lone back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
They'll try the run. Jukes his way for more. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running behind that left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Zings it complete to the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They're in uncharted territory here. Finally in the red zone. It took the whole first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. To the ground with the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Gets the back moving. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He got it. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive. And they
So after almost 2 quarters, we finally got a score. PK Yonge strike first with little under 45 seconds left in the first half. It's been a defensive slugfest. I think it's been the lowest scoring game we had so far today in the first half. 37 seconds left. You have to credit Santa Fe's defense. They made a difference for PK Yonge, but they finally gave up a score. Let's see what Santa Fe does on this drive before halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. They'll immediately call timeout. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennesaw. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Trying play action. Lets it fly. And it'll be a touchdown.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
I don't know, Marcus, man. I don't think Santa Fe got enough for them to put points on the board. Right. PK on the fight to figure out that Santa Fe defense. Unless Santa Fe don't get the offense going, this might be a shutout.
Replay scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Got it in the middle. It's Ross. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll keep it on the ground. Picks up the 1st down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Quarterback on the keep. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Ross. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They're working that left side, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that right receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Tries to do it himself on the draw.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Offense gets set for second down. Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Richmond. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Handoff to the single running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw on 3rd. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. They needed inches and got a lot more than that. They're set up with a 1st and goal. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Back swinging for the goal line. He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will open from the 15. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy completion. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Here's the handoff. Oh, better look out!
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richmond. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the 4th quarter, you can't do much of this, much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
The quick out. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Makes a grab for a big play. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
He'll set up to throw. Trying to barrel in. Tight end trying to get in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times...
He's in for the touchdown.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Galloway. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Now on second down. Last chance coming up. Catch in the middle. It's Richmond. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.
Another tough, heartbreaking loss for Santa Fe. They play hard. They get it close, but they don't have enough bullets in the gun to get over the hump. And that's 2 weeks in a row. They lose. Having a football last. They lost by 6 last week. Driving on Hawthorne. They lose today by 3 to PK Yonge. And PK Yonge is our first 2-0 program. PK Yonge survived a very battle-tested Santa Fe team, but Santa Fe falls short. PK Yonge wins 17-14. PK Yonge 2-0. It wasn't pretty. By all means, by the blue wave standard. But 2-0 is 2-0. And they move on.